Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Austin Mack. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. The offense changing the play. Mack. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hill. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Mack. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Leaves it with the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Austin Mack pulls it in. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Under fire. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Blue 22, blue 22. Right on the end.
Here's the handoff. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Mack. Quick completion on the out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a 3rd and short.
Wide 53, wide 53.
They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making side adjustments here. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mack. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right back to him on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Throws to the wideout. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Keeps it on the bootleg. He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David, and I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? To the air. It's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Austin Mack. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown Seminoles! The defense putting points on the board. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Mack. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mack. Finds his man, it's Edwards. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing, Mack. Makes the grab, it's Jenkins. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Came up just inches short on first down. Now just a few links to go here on second. Handoff to the single back. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy is going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Austin Mack. Here comes the heat. There he goes. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Mack throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Rush is on him. Being chased. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll move the wide receiver. Maybe a crease. And he'll be brought down. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to the ground with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The run inside. It's Riley. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Mack. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Hands it off. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. Got a little grass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the run, it's Riley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Austin Mack. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside is 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Mack. Got his man. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with New Mexico, taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Lobos, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. It's on target and complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on...
But, and he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got a man, it's Jenkins, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing, Mack. That's caught. It's Edwards. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun to give, looking for room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Spins away from the defender. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Noles are flying down the field. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Right on the money. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's reverse. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Daniels. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Here's a little room there. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us.
Number 36, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. He's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Austin Mack. That's caught. It's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Give to the running back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Seminole sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the inside.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in. Touchdown, Knowles. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get